What's up, my fellow YouTubers? Bigdaddydiecast here with a very exclusive video. I will be showing you in probably different series or episodes the Hot Wheels case that I have in the back here that you see in every single one of my videos. A lot of you have asked me what kind of cars are back there. A lot of you have asked me, are any of them for sale or trade? The answer to that question is no. I do not have anything for sale or trade. You know what? Maybe. I never really thought about selling or trading any of these because this case, I'll tell you a little story. This is how this case came to be. Well, the collection started out about, let's see, I'm 27, so you will say 23 years ago. When I was a kid, I had a lot of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, 1/64 scale die-cast cars to play with. And, you're a kid. You're playing with them. They get played with. I don't really play with them as much now as I collect. I am sad to say I don't have any of the cars that I had when I was a kid. I think that I gave them away, sadly, because there was a few cars in there that I think I remember having that were fantastic. I'm not going to get into that, but so yeah, I gave my collection away when I was about 13 years old. I gave them to my cousin. I really don't know what he did with them. He probably threw them away or destroyed them, or maybe he still has them in a box in an attic. I don't know. My true love for collecting came from my true love for cars. Now, I don't know much about cars. I know pretty much the basics. How to change a tire. I can name plenty of parts on a car, and I'm not anywhere mechanically inclined. I can probably change my oil and fill the oil and check my fluids and stuff like that, but as far as mechanics go, I have no clue how things work, basically. And I just love cars. I love to drive them, and I love looking at them, and I love cars, as I'm sure many of you do. So the collecting was kind of rekindled by my love for cars and car movies and car chase movies and / car chases. Watched Gone in 60 Seconds, one of my favorite car chase movies. Very, very, very much. I wanted a 1967 Shelby Mustang. I wanted an Eleanor. And one year for Christmas, my aunt asked me what I wanted, and this was probably about 9 to 10 years ago. I'm 27 now. That makes me about 17, 18. I said, well, I tell you what. I said, you buy me a 67 Mustang, and I'll love you for the rest of your life. So she did, and she bought me a. Let me go ahead. I'm going to open this case up because I'm going to show you guys the first row of the cars. She got me this. She gave me a little box, and when I opened up the box, I got this little can't really see it, but it's a 67 Mustang. It's from the Hot Wheels Vintage series. I'm going to get to this in just a second. I'll give you guys a closer look, but yeah, I opened up this little box, and it was a 1967 Mustang, and so I had to keep my end of the bargain, and I love her forever. So, yeah, anyways, I obtained a lot of cars, and I obtained a lot of loose ones as well as a lot of ones that were in cases, or blisters. So, how did this case become to be? I needed somewhere to put my cars, so I was searching eBay for cases. And I came across this pretty thing, and it was like $60 plus, I think it was like $30 shipping, or $26 shipping or something like that. So roughly about $85 to $96, something like that, somewhere in there, total with shipping. Now these go for about $125, and that's without shipping. And I think shipping is like $20 or something. But this is a fantastic case. It has these little grooves in the bottom and at the top, and on the side over here on the side, there's a groove. Also down in there's a groove, and up there. And this plexiglass door slides in and out, and this whole thing pretty much gets closed, encased very tightly, so it keeps, there's no dust in here. I could do this with my finger and you'll see no dust, so it protects the cars from getting dusty, and that is a persistent problem among fellow collectors. I've seen a lot of dusty cars. Over here on my Joy bookshelf of Joy, I have the cars right there. They get rather dusty. So it was awesome to find this case, and I'd like to get a couple more, but I fear that I'm gonna have to settle for plastic, or even try to find somebody who can make these, because I'm also not really a good craftsman. So if I did wind up making something like this, it would turn out all crooked and stuff. But this is just a fantastic case. So let me stop rambling on about the case, and I will show you guys the cars, and we'll get to row by row. Not going to do it all in one video because it's going to be too long, as this one's already turning out to be. So without further ado, let's get to the case. First car on the case, on the top shelf in the case, we have the 1967 Shelby Mustang. This is from the Shelby's Collectibles website. Although I did not buy it from the website, I got it from eBay. This is Eleanor, and it is made by the Shelby Collectibles Incorporated. Well, like I said before, I asked my aunt to get me a 67 Mustang, and she got me the 67 Mustang, which happens to be the second one on the shelf, so we'll go ahead and show you that one. This is the 67 Mustang. I'm sorry, I think it's the 68 Mustang. Yeah, 68 Mustang. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, she got me this car. She put it in a little box and she gave it to me, and I opened it up and there was this little car, and it was a Mustang like I wanted. So this kind of like started the collection 10 years ago. When I started collecting, this kind of started it, or rekindled it, and I've been collecting ever since. It's pretty cool. It says Ford on the hood here. You can't really tell, can't really see too well. And on the back it says Mustang. Across the back here, you can see the little lettering. So it started with this, and then I stumbled across this on eBay, and I paid too much. I'm not even going to tell you guys how much I paid for it because it's kind of embarrassing. But I wanted it, and I didn't know anything about collecting. I didn't know anything about how to find cars or even what to do to find them. So I just typed in, 1/64 scale, Eleanor, Gone 60 Seconds, Mustang, whatever, and it popped up with that. Later to find out that, I could have went to the website and bought one brand new from them. But that's okay. You know what? It's all for the love of collecting. I saw it, I liked it, I wanted it, I bought it. I tell you what, I didn't pay over $20 for it, so we'll leave it at that. Third runner-up on the top shelf, we have another 1965 Mustang from, I believe, Johnny Lightning. Correct, Johnny Lightning, 65 Ford Mustang. Again, like I said, if I saw it on eBay and liked it, I got it. And, they say, collect what you like, and I liked, and still like, Mustangs, Camaros, Volkswagen Beetles, and hatchback cars and oddball cars and cars from the 50s and 40s and 30s. And so yeah, I collect what I like. This car here, fourth one on the top shelf, it's another Mustang. Was never able to get this hood to close properly. I've fiddled with it and tried to shimmy it, but just doesn't want to close. But pretty cool car. Another one from Johnny Lightning. Pretty cool Ford Mustang, aside from the fact that the hood doesn't close. Pretty blue color. Another one that I picked up because I just fell madly in love with it when I saw it was this Mustang. The spare tire in the back, chrome trim, beautiful engine. I think this is another 65. GT350 Shelby Mustang from Mattel. Well, this seems to be a Hot Wheels. Fantastic, I didn't know that. See what happens when you revisit the case? You find out new stuff. Like I said, I didn't know what I was collecting. I just saw it and I got it, you know. But now I know what I'm doing, so I can collect what I like, and I know what I'm collecting. Next on the top shelf, and this is the last one that concludes the top shelf. This is another 60 Mustang. I think it's a 65. It is also from Johnny Lightning. It doesn't really say. But I'm pretty sure it's a 65 Mustang. This is all die-cast, metal on metal. What's crazy is these little skinny wheels. It looks great from the side, but these skinny wheels, I don't know. Anyways, a nice navy blue or royal blue, however you want to call it. It's a really dark blue color. Chrome trim around the windows. I believe that is a white interior, maybe tannish. Very cool. Anyway, that concludes the top shelf. Stay tuned for the second shelf, or the second row of the case. This is George Man saying peace out, bye bye, and stay tuned.